And in 1998, I thought, because I was so much, I would say, inspired by all the fashion that was around me, because we were importing the big designers that were the, like Comme des Garçons, Yoji, all the big designers, and Meister, Marta, and I could go around, and buy for the shop sometimes. And at the same time, when you are in the fashion business, you get inspired by all what you see. And this comes from the inspiration. I never did the fashion school, but I did business at the BUC, which is the LAU now. In 1998, since I was doing my own jewelry and people liked it on my hands, I started designing jewelry for my friends. And I was living between Amsterdam and Beirut. And at that time, it was my backpack. I was knocking at the best shops in Amsterdam, and I got the 3 biggest shops in Amsterdam, which was Reflection, Van Ravenstein, and Martin Nannings. And this is where I started. Then I had a girlfriend, a friend, I would say, a woman, who was Dutch too, and who was living in Antwerp, and she invited me next to her to start the show. She was sewing her collection. Her name was Ines Rasport, and she was designing beautiful clothes, and she said, come next to me, start. You are a designer, you have to start somewhere. She invited me. She was so generous to invite me next to her, and this is where I started in Paris showing my collections. Then the people of L'Eclaireur in Paris, bumped into me, and they invited me to belong to their landscape. They started the Tranoï show, which is an international show in Paris. That I started with them. That was like maybe 12 years ago. And this is where I started showing my collection twice a year in Europe. And from there on, I was all over the world. Today, I have reached like 200 selling points up and down. Now I'm at 60. Some shops buy you, sometimes some shops don't know how to sell you. You become quite expensive because I'm introducing. I started with, my inspiration came from all the ethnic jewelry, from that I've collected all over the years, because of course I don't belong to the hippie crowd, but I was mixing with the hippie crowd. That I was inspired from this ethnic jewelry that I was collecting, and from there on I turned this jewelry into more I would say contemporary jewelry with more glitter, with more diamonds, and it turned into more sophisticated, I would say ethnic into more sophistication kind of jewelry. Of course, this is my jewelry, and in 2011 I thought maybe I should identify with my name, who was RosaMaria as a designer. I decided I would just start my shop, which I started in 2011 in Mar Mikael, which is a very hip area, and it's like Marais in Paris. And I thought this is the place where I should be. And this is how I started. And at the